Hello, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you yet another really popular Pinterest craft, and I apologize for not having this up last year, but things happen, so I have it up this year. This is a huge snowflake made out of the tiny little Dollar Tree Christmas trees. So stay tuned and I will show you how to make it. Alrighty, let us get started. So yes, I haven't put up a new video in a few days, but a friend of mine is in the hospital and I'm taking care of her house and her animals for her while she is gone. But I ran back home and now I'm going to film. So for this, what you're going to need is 6 of these little tiny, little Charlie Brown looking Christmas trees that you can get from the Dollar Tree. Just take them out here and you have like the little pegs here for the legs and this plastic piece on the bottom. You just pop that right off and throw it in the floor. And then let's take the other one out. And then you just pop the bottom piece off. Now you're also going to need some zip ties. I'm using the heavy duty zip ties from Hyper Tough. I get these at Walmart. Now I'm going to show you how to put together like the basic snowflake. And then we'll go back and we'll decorate it with maybe some lights and some ornaments from Walmart and Joann's. I have a bunch of stuff. But anyway, what you want to do is you need 2 zip ties or 3 or 5, however many you need to feel secure. Because we all need to feel secure. You take your 2 trees like this and see these 2 metal ends here. You just want to put them together to where the ends touch where the greenery starts, okay? And then we're going to use a zip tie and fasten them together. I'm going to put one on this end. Let's slide it over. And then I'm going to put one over here on this end. Whoops-a-doodle. Don't do this with lotion on your hands. All right, let's see if we get it about where we want it. And then we'll tighten them down. Listen, this is pretty snug. But, you know, if you want to go back and put more zip ties, fine with me. All right, now we're just going to trim off these zip ties like this. And this is pretty sturdy in and of itself. I mean, it's not going to, you know, come apart. But if you want to, you can go back with some hot glue and put in here to stabilize it some more. Now on the ends here, this is like the very end, the very tip top of these poor little trees. I don't like the way that looks. So I am going to cut it off with a pair of wire cutters. You can leave it on yours if you want to. I just don't happen to like it. So we're going to cut that off. And I'll do that on the other ones here in a little bit. But what I have done with the remaining little trees is I just put them together 2 and 2 and 2, okay? So now let's get some more zip ties here and put them over there. Like I said, you can use floral wire, pipe cleaners, whatever you want to use to hold this together. Just clear some space. And now you just want to take these, and I have one going straight across like this, and then we'll take the others and kind of put it in an X shape. And that kind of gives it like that snowflake shape. So I'm just going to put it like this. I think that looks pretty good. And now I'm just going to take zip ties and just run through the middle. I'm not going to tighten it down just yet. I'll wait till I get everything, you know, kind of in place. And then I'm going to put one going this way if it is long enough. These are the shorter ones. These are like the 8-inch ones. So, you know, we'll see. Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's just get everything into place. And let's see, I went that way. All right, now let's go this way. And you can always put 2 zip ties together if you need to. All right, so that has been tightened, and I think that looks pretty good. So now we'll just go back and tighten it a little bit at a time, just making sure that I still keep the shape. All right, so now what you want to do is once all of this is tightened down, that's pretty sturdy. Like I said, you can go back even now and put some blobs of hot glue in there if you want to stabilize it even further. And you know what? Who would I be if I didn't put hot glue all over everything? So that's what I really like about this hot glue gun, is because it has like this little precision nozzle. You can just put it, you know, wherever you need to. Just put a little bit of glue and watch me glue it down to the table. That would be awesome. All right, so now you can fluff it up I'm not going to fluff it up really big, I don't think. I don't know. You know, because I want it to try to still keep that snowflake shape. And I'm thinking that if we fluff it up, make it look really big, then, you know, you're going to lose that shape. But anyway, now you want to just go fluff a little bit, and I'm going to work on that. And now you can leave it green like this if you want to. Or if you want it to look like it has some snow on it, you can take some chalk paint. And because I want this to be kind of rustic looking, I didn't want like a stark white, I got ivory, okay? And then we can take a paintbrush and just kind of dab some chalk paint on it here and there, and I'll do that when we come back. So I'll put that over there. I'm going to keep a fluffing. I'm going to go get some coffee or something, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so everything has been fastened together, and I have started to fluff it out. You can, let's see here. Okay, I'm standing up. Well, will the real Southern girl please stand up? I am. Anyway, that was my song for this video. And I have fluffed out, because as you can see, these are at an angle, and the more that you fluff it out, it gives you more of that snowflake look. Heaven forbid, Amber. All right, so like I said, you can take some chalk paint and just dab it here and there to make it look like snow, and I am using ivory, because this is going to be rustic looking, and I did not want like the stark, bright white paint. So I'm just pouring a little bit of this paint into my lid here. I thought the opening of that bottle was bigger than what it was. So now I just have a sponge applicator, and I'm just barely getting some paint here. And I'm just going to dab it here and there to make it look like snow. And you know, this will be really pretty. I did see one of these using the white trees from Dollar Tree, and it was really pretty. So, you know, you can just put this here and there. And I know it's probably looking bad right now, but it's going to look better once we get our decorations and everything on, okay? So don't worry about that. Let's put some over here, just all over the place, okay? Just dabbing this on. I don't want a whole lot of it because I still want the green of the trees to show through, which is why I got the green ones. I wanted it to be green. But I'm just going to dab this paint on everywhere. And then I have some LED lights over here. You can get those at Dollar Tree or at Walmart. And then I'm just going to, once this paint dries, I'm going to flip it over onto the back. And then I'm going to wire those lights onto the back of this. And I will do that off camera. But then when I come back, of course, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. It's really easy. Anyway, let me work on my paint. Okay, so I put the lights on, and all I did is, here is my little battery pack, and when it's all said and done, I think I'm just going to take a piece of Velcro and put here, and then stick the other piece of Velcro here and stick it down. I don't think I really want to glue it on this, but I have the lights put on, and all I did is I just ran the lights wherever I wanted them, and then I took a little bitty piece of floral wire, this green floral wire, just like this, and just tied it around the trees, like I said, wherever I wanted the lights. And I think that once I get this actually like laid out down on the floor where I can see it better, I'll go back and I'll rearrange the lights some to make it look a little bit better. But anyway, we're going to flip this sucker over, and here we are. Let's get the lights out of the way. Would y'all stop? All right. As you can see, this looks pretty good. This looks like snow. Like I said, I didn't want it to be incredibly white. Now, where is the... Oh, here they are. Now, these picks here, how cute are these? They're these little wooden holly leaves, and then you have the little red berries on here, and they have all this sparkle. I got these at Joann's earlier. They were $2.99 each, and they're having a sale. If you buy one, you get 2 free. So for these little picks, all total, I have 6. And what I want to do with these is, you can see like each little like section, arm, whatever you want to call it, this spiky thing coming out of our snowflake, I want to take one of these and put it going up each one, just like that. Now for the center, I have this big poinsettia, and I'm going to have to work with it a little bit because the petals are all like cattywampus at the moment. And I want the red poinsettia in the center. And that is going to cover up these stems right here. So you don't have to worry about trimming these off. I think I still have some wet paint somewhere. It's on me. You're not going to have to worry about trimming these off. But what I'm going to do is just make sure that this longest piece of holly right here is almost up to the very end of my snowflake. And then I'm going to take more wire. This is the mess of floral wire I had because one of my cats got a hold of it and decided that she was either going to build something or play with it. I don't know what she was doing. But anyway, I'm just going to take a piece of this wire and I'm going to attach, let's see if I can get it around there. Watch me get paint all over myself. And I'm just going to wrap the wire here, and then I'm going to put a few more pieces of wire, probably like up here, you know, just to give it stability. And where my wire cutter? I just had my wire cutters. I dropped them somewhere. I probably knocked them off the table. I've got like a big bin right beside my table of like Christmas decorations. And I must have knocked it down in there. But anyway, I'm going to use my poor little pair of scissors here. I'm just going to cut another piece of wire just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Where did it go? There it is. This wire is wonderful. It's pretty strong and you can't even see it against this green background here. All right, these are wired. These little, they're wired. They must have had a lot of coffee. But anyway, you can move them out of the way so that you can get your wire down to attach another piece up here. All right, I said I really wanted to do this one last year and I just never got around to it. And then somebody in my group sent me a picture and like, wasn't you supposed to be doing one of these last year? I'm like, yeah. And then I've seen so many pretty ones on Pinterest this year and wanted to also get right on there and try to make it. I'm slow. Okay, so now we have that on there, and then you can bend these little suckers and arrange them however you want. I think I put that on backwards actually. We'll just twist these around so you can actually see the pretty glitter that's on the little holly leaves. I want to bring that around to the back so there can be some red like on each side like this. Pretty, pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the rest of these. Like I said, I've got 6, 1 for each little spoke of our snowflake. And I'm going to attach these in the same way with the floral wire. And then we're going to attach the poinsettia in the center. Now this has a clip on it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that clip off and then just trim this down and use some wire. Run the wire through here and then wire it to the center. And then I'll put a few little dots of hot glue here and there just to hold these petals in place, okay? So let me work on that one more time and I'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at my poinsettia here. Now the center of this was kind of sparse, okay? So that when I put it down, you could actually kind of see through it and see my plastic zip ties in there. But I have oodles of these bundles of these poinsettias from Dollar Tree. So what I did is I took one of these flowers and then I cut the petals off and just put a blob of hot glue on the back. Get out of there. Put a blob of hot glue on the back and just kind of cram them suckers down in there to kind of fill up all that empty space. And now we are at the center of this poinsettia, and I'm not very happy with it because this is a lot of red, and then this is very plain right here in the center. So what I did is I trimmed off all those little plastic red berries. And with these poinsettias here, I was just using the flower part. So on this stem, I have a bunch of these like little leaves with the holly berries in the center. And I thought that this may tie in like with the holly, like the leaves and the berries and all that. So I think I'm just going to take one of these off. And I'm just going to put this like right down in the center of that poinsettia. I'm just going to trim that off. Goodbye. You know what? I think I might need to trim off more right there. And I'm sure I get on some people's nerves doing this, but you know what? A lot of times you don't really know how you want to finish something off until you're completely done with it. And then you can really take a step back and look. There we go. Oh, much better. Because there's like just that giant like void of red there. Okay, that looks, I'm happy with that. That looks a lot better. All right. Because I had like some little glittery vase filler over here, and I'm like, should I take some of the green ones and put in the center? You know, that would have been like too sparkly. I'm still trying to stay within like the rustic theme, but I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to zoom out here in a second and try to get a better shot of this. All right, here we go. This is a much better shot, and y'all can actually see what the whole snowflake looks like. So I'm pretty glad that I used these little wooden holly berry things. I really like those. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun making it. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media. The links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.